What is up, everyone? It is Dan. Welcome back to another episode of Guitar Talk. Let's get it out the way. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, all those YouTube things that help us grow. Roll that intro. What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Today we are looking at this Schecter Sun Valley SSFR3. If I were going to sum this guitar up, then I would say think tribute to 1980s hair metal, LA rock music, that kind of scene. If you are looking for a video of someone shredding a million miles an hour, sweep picking all over the place, this is not that review. I am not that guy. But if you're looking for a review to see what else this guitar can do and just the general quality and everything, then hopefully I can provide some insight into that. But this guitar is just an 80s shredder's delight. Checking out the specs at the body on this, we've got a mahogany body with a flame maple top. We've got a volume, a tone, a 5-way switch, a Floyd Rose 1500 series trem, and then we've got active EMG retroactive pickups. This is the Hot 70s bridge pickup. I'm not sure what these two are because EMG do more than one set of retroactive single coils, but it just says that they're retroactive single coils. Heading over to the next side of things, we've got a maple neck with a maple fretboard, 24 extra jumbo frets, a very flat 14-inch radius, 25.5-inch scale, obviously the locking nut here for the Floyd Rose and Schecter's own branded tuners. And tones that you can get out of this guitar. For those of you that wonder, I was playing this through my Fractal FM9, and for all the dirty stuff I was just playing through the stock diesel VH4 preset with the various channels on there. I didn't change anything, it was just straight in. The clean stuff was using the Fender Band Commander preset, which is just a very clean Fender amp. The bridge pickup on this, to me, pretty much just sums up the 80s for that kind of rock big tone. It's supposed to be, I think, based on like late 70s Van Halen style sound, so you get those big crunch tones with plenty of clarity and harmonics. It just nails that 80s rock sound. The single coils, as I said earlier, I'm not sure what they are other than EMG retroactive single coils. EMG make more than one model of single coil, but it doesn't tell me on any of the specs that I've looked at what they are. So they might just be specific to this guitar or specific to go with this pickup. If you know what they are, let me know in the comments because that would be really useful to know. It's a very versatile guitar with the HSS setup. You can get those big 80s rock tones. The single coils, they don't sound to me like traditional Fender style single coils unless your traditional sound in your head is Malmsteen, Maiden, Mick Mars when he plays a Strat, that kind of sound. But nevertheless, they are very versatile pickups, so you can get loads of tones out of these, but it definitely excels in that kind of 80s rock style. quality on this now, I like to be honest. If you've watched my other videos, I'm honest. If I find a bad guitar, I will tell you I find a bad guitar. Now, the parts that this guitar are made up of, they are very, very good parts. They all feel very good quality, but straight out of the box, I'm not gonna lie, I had to do some work on this to make it playable to do a review of. When I got it out of the box, the strings were very, very high off the fretboard, but it was in tune, which says to me, this is boxed straight from the factory. It has been to a shop and then to us, but it was sealed factory fresh. It was in tune, which means someone at the factory tuned it up and checked it, but the strings were really high off the fretboard, and with a little bit of investigation, I found the neck was not actually screwed in properly. You could get 2 to 3 plectrums in the gap between the body and the neck. So the fact, as I say, it was in tune means that someone tuned it with the action that high and thought, yeah, that's fine, I'll send that out. That passes. Not good enough. I'm not saying every single one's going to be like that. In QC, you will always find something that slips through the net, but that just happens to be what I found on this one. I had to take the neck back off and then reseat it and screw it back on and tune it all back up. Once I'd done that and given it a little setup, it's an awesome guitar made of awesome, great parts. But for me, build quality, this is, in the UK at the moment, you can pick these up for around £800-900. And that to me, having to do that work on the guitar, getting it out, isn't good enough. I know at that kind of price point, you might expect to find little bits, but that was a bit of a major one. But as I say, parts, very, very good quality materials that they've used. Just a shame about that, and that had slipped through QC. Setup on this, straight out of the box is what I normally talk about, but as I mentioned, straight out of the box, it was unplayable. The action was ridiculously high, even though it was in tune. Once I'd set it up, the guitar is effortless to play. It's got a nice slim neck. It doesn't feel like Ibanez slim to me. It's still got a little bit of meat behind it, but it is very comfortable in the hand, very smooth with its satin neck. It is effortless to play. The big jumbo frets on there with the 14-inch radius mean that you can get a very low action, nice smooth big bends. As I said, once it's set up, very cool guitar, but this one just was not set up out the box. I play one of these guitars live, and by that I mean if you gave me one of these and said you're going on tour for a year and you can only play this model of guitar, would I play this live? Now, I would have to have at least 2 of these, because with the Floyd Rose that's floating and me being a guy that changes tunings in the songs that I play, I can't just even something as simple as putting it in drop D will make this sink back into the body and all the other strings go sharp, and then spend 15 minutes tuning and rebalancing it, which I can't do. So I'd have to have, for as many tunings as I need, I'd have to have that many of these. The setup of the guitar with the HSS pickups is very versatile, which means you can play a number of different sounds and styles on it. So I could probably get away with playing everything that I want to play. The EMGs do sound really cool, but they've still got that kind of, I guess there's no other way to explain it than the EMG characteristic, where they still sound a little bit more processed. So if you put it into the single coil mode and you wanted to play some good old-fashioned blues music, to me it would still sound like someone playing blues music in the 80s on a shredder's guitar through some EMGs. It's got that kind of characteristic. Yeah, you can do it, and if you like that tone, you like that tone. Would I play this live? It's probably not quite for me, although very comfortable to play, but I can see if someone wanted to play this live and make this their main model of guitar, it would serve them very well. Is there anything that I don't like about the guitar? Now, obviously floating Floyd Rose for me is a bit of a pain in the backside because I am someone that likes to change tunings. Retrofitting a EVH detuner would solve some of that for me, just for like drop D kind of stuff, but like open G and all that kind of stuff, I'm kind of stumped with the Floyd Rose. Other than that, I know you can get this in an HH model, but I'd probably prefer the HH just because where these don't sound like traditional single coil pickups like early 60s models. I like the bare knuckle 63s, I like the Sir 63s, the pickups you get in the Silver Sky, the sort of traditional Strat style 63, early 60s-ish single coils. These don't sound quite like that to me, especially where they've got the noise cancelling preamp on them. So I'd probably rather have that fat humbucker sound in the neck and then have the trade-off of a coil split so that you can get an approximation of single coil tones. Other than that, great guitar. Is the guitar worth the money? Now, as I say, in the UK, these are 899, 799-ish, depending on where you go. Obviously, less secondhand. Is the guitar worth the money? If you are lucky and you get one out of the box and it's all set up perfectly and the neck is attached correctly, which most of you probably will, this might just be a one-off. Is the guitar worth the money? It certainly feels like it. The neck feels nice and strong and sturdy, nice and comfortable. The fretwork has been done very well. The trem system, I'm not going to embarrass myself by trying to demo the Floyd Rose because I'm not that kind of player, but when I did have little use of it in private away from the camera, it returned to pitch very well. It felt nice and smooth and very good quality. So is this guitar worth the money? If you're looking for this style of guitar, then yes, this is definitely one to check out. So there we go, that is the Schecter Sun Valley SS FR3 model. Very, very cool guitar. Slightly let down by the fact that this particular one out the box needed work to get it playable, but definitely something I would check out if I was looking for this style of guitar. Very, very cool. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know if you've got one of these. Was it fine straight out of the box? Did you have to do some work to it? Would be really cool and interesting and useful for other people to know that are looking for this style of guitar. Other than that, as I say earlier, all the boring stuff, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, help the channel grow, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.